Hi everybody, I'm Rob Orn from Rob's Tabletop World. Welcome to No Enemies Here, the Wargaming News Show. Go check it out, it's pretty cool.
Soundboard is doing a D-Day at Omaha Beach review. This is a Decision Games game designed by John Butterfield. GMT has their May 18th, 2018 update. The Gimpy Gamer is doing a review through part 1 of Legion Wargames Picket Duty. Gimpy just came out with a whole bunch of videos concerning Lock and Load's new Tactical Core Rules Set version 5.0. In these so-called boot camp videos, he talks about many aspects of the rules. For example, opportunity fire, direct fire, the sequence of play, morale checks, general concepts, basic coordinated movements. Check out the site, he's got a whole load of videos dedicated to the new Lock and Load Tactical Core Rules Set version 5.0. Gimpy's Gal guesses Heroes of the Colosseum. This is a lock and load game designed by Ed Teixeira, I hope I pronounced it right. The Player's Aid are doing a after action report and a review of GMT's Holland 44, a Mark Simonich game. Stuka Joe is doing his Mechanics at Play video, and he will be playthroughing Stalingrad, Verdun on the Volga, a Last Stand game. Rob Orn from Rob's Tabletop World, his War and Pieces segment, is checking out Flying Pig Games' Burning Lands. This is an expansion to Armageddon War, designed by Mark Walker, and he is also the artist. And I have a few Flying Pig games, and they don't disappoint. I know, I'm not supposed to have an opinion. Rob is also doing a 3-part series on his War and Pieces on Fields of Fire. This is a GMT game designed by Ben Hull, and it's the 2nd edition. Calendale is continuing his Imperium Romanum II, The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire, Crisis of the First Triumvirate. This is a game by Albert A. Nofi, published by West End Games. Ardwolf's Lair is unboxing Unconditional Surrender, World War II in Europe, 2nd edition, a GMT game designed by Sal Vasta. Jacine of Chits and Cats is giving her opinion time on Invaders from
Dimension X
from Tiny Battle Publishing, a Herman Lapman game. And the artist for this game is Tim Allen, who shared artist credits on Victory Point's Zulus on the Rampart. Also, Cody from The Discriminating Gamer takes a look at Hannibal and Hamilcar. What's happening on the Big Board Gaming? I'll tell you what's happening on Big Board Gaming. Kevin is doing a shrink rip on Revolution Games Königsberg. I couldn't help it. I learned a new effect. The Soviet attack on East Prussia in 1945. This is a game designed by Stefan Ekstrom, developed by Roger Miller. The map art is Joe Yost, and cover art is Handwith and Randy Lane. And also another video on catch up and gameplay update. And he's also doing a shrink rip on a game designed by Mark Simonich, Hannibal and Hamilcar 20th Anniversary Edition. Also a video concerning some errata he's made on a modern battle tank playthrough. A short video on Fire combat in MBT Modern Battle Tank in the BAOR British Army of the Rhine module. Blast Pop has Heroes of the Nam, Perfume River Strategies and Setup, a game by Lock and Load, designed by Jeff Lewis. Ty Snoofer is doing a playthrough of Decision Games D-Day at Omaha Beach, a game designed by John Butterfield. Marco Wargamer talks about Victory and Glory, Napoleon. This is a game designed by Glenn Dover. The artist is Paul Niemeyer, Jacoby O'Connor, and Keith Rocco. This is a game published by Electric Games. Marco also reviews Lincoln, a game designed by Martin Wallace, and the artist is Peter Dennis, published by Plastic Soldier Company Games and Worthington Games. Tim Korchnoi of Bare Bones Wargaming is doing Multi-Man Publishing's Fire in the Sky, The Great Pacific War, 1941 to 1945, The Intro. This is a game designed by Tetsuya Nakamura-san, and the artist is Nicholas Escubi. Counterproductive Games is revisiting MEMOIR 44. A lot of people cut their teeth on that. A game designed by Richard Borg, who probably now lives on an island off the coast of Greece. He probably bought the island from the proceeds of this game. I mean, that's how popular this game is. He's also doing an unboxing of Lock and Load's Heroes of Normandy. Also, Prepping Fighting Formations, a Chad Jensen game. Gross Deutschland, Motorized Infantry Division. ERMJ 1986 is continuing with Compass Games' Absolute Victory, War in Europe, War in the Pacific, World Conflict 1939 to 1945. Turn 5. Centurions Reviewed is an old Conflict magazine game from 1973, and the game that came with this magazine is NORAD. Designer Dana Lombardi, Harry M. Mishler, and Greg Thill. Publisher Mishler Company. Victory Point Games, check out a video they have on Air System Overview on Frank Chadwick's Eastern Theater of Operations game. Thunder in the East. Also a video of Alan Emmerich doing a first printer-proof unboxing of Thunder in the East. From Compass Games, Blood on the Ohio, the Northwest Indian War, 1789 to 1794. Blood on the Ohio is a two-player point-to-point game. Complexity is medium, solitaire suitability is medium to high. The time scale, 1 turn. Each turn segment is 2 months, and each turn is 6 months. Map scale is a point-to-point of what is modern Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, and Michigan. Unit scale, each force point represents approximately 50 fighting men. Playing time is 2 to 2.5 hours per game. The designer is John Paniski. The artist and developer is Bill Morgul. The components: 2 counter sheets, 1 22 by 34 inch map, a rulebook, a playbook, 2 play raid cards, 2 6-sided dice, 1 custom white 6-sided die, and a box and a lid. Check out John Krantz doing his Compass Games Live Episode 3, May 17, 2018, an interview with John Gorkowski. Flying Pig Games is coming out with Ghost Front, Belgium 1944, Old School Tactical Volume 2, second expansion. Ghost Front covers the Ardennes Offensive of 1944. And what's included in the game is one 30 by 41 inch mounted game board, a full sheet of 102 counters, including new SS units, Stuke 3s, Panzer 4s, 11 new scenarios, and not just a box and a lid, but a sharp looking box to put it all in. One box to rule them all. Just for you people out there who think you're getting that box, you're not getting that box. It doesn't come with the game. Legion War Games. Battles of the English Civil Wars, 1642 to 1651, Volume 1. This is a game designed by Roberto Chiavini. Components of this game are two 22 by 25.5 inch maps, two also 17 by 22 inch maps, 300 each 0.6 inch game counters, an 8-page rulebook, player aids, and 4 battle scenarios. Compass Games, Nation in Arms, Valmy to Waterloo. This is a reprint. Complexity, moderate. Playing time, 50 hours for the full campaign, 1.5 hours and up for scenarios. Solitaire suitability, good, due to chit pull activation system. The designer is Stanislaus Thomas. Developers, Didier Rouy, Jean Forget, and Stanislaus Thomas of the Pratzen Edition team. The artist is Mark Mahaffey. Components, 2 oversized map sections making a 60 by 44 inch high playing area, 4 counter sheets, 6 full color cards with various tables, charts, and player aids, a card deck of 110 cards, a rulebook, a scenario book, 2 dice, and a 3-inch box and a lid. And because I made a mistake on Compass Games Hearts and Mind, a pre-order, I showed Hearts and Mind's box and then I showed the components and I inserted the Königsberg map instead of the Hearts and Minds map. So I reiterate. Hearts and Minds, Vietnam, 1965-1975. What we get with this game: 24-page rules scenario book, a solitaire player aid, 3 counter sheets of 3/4 inch counters, a 22 by 33 inch mounted map, 80 standard playing cards, 2 6-sided die, and obviously a box and a lid. Complexity is low to medium, solitaire suitability is medium to high. The time scale, each scenario represents 1 year. The campaign game covers 8 to 10 years. The map scale is divided into provincial areas, indicating major cities and US major bases. Units are abstract and represent US ARVN and VAVC Cambodian and Laotian. This is a 2-player game, solitaire friendly. Playing time is 45 minutes or less per scenario. The designer is John Paniski. The original developer is Stan Helinski, and solitaire developer is David Westman. GMT, Peloponnesian War, 431 to 404 BC. This is an enhanced edition designed by Mark Herman. This was an original game created for Victory Games 30 years ago that will have a complete facelift. And for all you solitaire players out there, this is one of them. Also by Mark Herman and Jeff Engelstein, Versailles, 1919. They are describing this as sort of a family game for 2 to 4 players. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.